Hey, so here's the result of my flat ironing. I just swoop my bangs over some and flat iron the back. I'll turn around. Let you see. When I was doing the back part, I kind of curved the flat iron so it curled my hair. And if you want to add some volume to your style, just take your fingers and just like kind of go like this. And that helps your hair to stand up at the roots. Well, see, one thing, that's another thing that's beneficial about natural hair is that it can actually work out for your good. You know, those things like your roots reverting back, it can actually work out for your good to give you more volume to your style. And also, you know, you can use your reverted hair or your natural hair like texture instead of, you know how some people do teasing in order to get volume, but our natural hair has a volume. So like say you wanted to do an updo, and we don't usually think of wearing our natural like reverted hair along with straight hair, but if you wanted to do an updo, you could do that. You know, you could, if all of your hair is going to be going up some kind of way. I'm just going to comb this along here. So say if you're having some trouble getting volume in here, what you could do is maybe take the middle part and wet it so that it reverts back, but make sure you don't get the straight part. Actually, what you might want to do is just when you're flat ironing it, just leave that part on flat ironed, and then that way you'll have this part that's in its natural state, but then it'll provide volume. You pull the straight hair over your natural textured hair like that to give you some volume to your style. So there's different things that you can do with your hair now. You can take a clip. I'm just gonna comb this down some. It's an everyday kind of style. If you like bangs, you can do a half up, half down, like this. Let's take your clip. Quick and simple, right? So, and if your hair, when you flat iron it, if you still think it's too big, instead of going back and flat ironing it again, what you can do is actually tie it down tightly so that your hair lays down and takes away some of that volume. If you don't like really big, if you don't like volumized hair or really big hair, just take something. This is just a scarf, and I think, what is it made out of? It's like a felty kind of material. This might not be the best thing for you to use, but this is what I have right now. But what you do is just take it and put some pressure on it and just leave it there for a while, and that could help to, even in that little time, flatten out your hair if you don't want such a volumized style with what you're doing. There's other things you can do. You can do a little, you can bring your bangs like you kind of on both sides. You can add some curl to that if you want. I'm not going to use the flat iron, just already went over this part more than one time with the flat iron. But you could wear your bangs on both sides. You could pull down these little side hairs there. You could take your bangs, take the ends of them. This is how you create a little pompadour. You can kind of just comb it out slightly, and then just take it, fold it over like that, and work it down to a round shape. if you want, you can even take the ends and kind of roll them in like that. And you can take a bobby pin or a clip and clip that up. I'll wipe my face some. It's getting product on my face. But yeah, so you can kind of mess with your hair some. Just be careful when you're combing it that you're not raking through it really hard and breaking it off and stuff, because you want to retain your length. And sometimes, like I've heard, we are too rough with our hair. We think, this is what what was it? I was reading in a book or something. It was saying how we think that, or people think that our hair is so tough because of the texture it is, but really she was saying that our hair, it even has like one less layer than other hair, because, and so in other words, I'm sorry, I'm kind of tired. It has one less layer, and so we should be even more careful with our hair. And I'm just feeling right now, I feel a little knot. So when you're going through your hair, if you feel little knots, what you can do is, you don't need a large pair of scissors. If that's all you have, you can use that too, but these are more handy. It's just a small pair of scissors, and they're sharp at the end, so you want to be careful. But they do help you to have more precision. You probably can't see that knot. I'll try to put my hand behind it, but if you can see, there's a little bulb here. Little single strand knot. And I'm just going to take this hair, and you can just cut it as close to the knot as you can. And even with knots, you know, knots aren't good usually, but I've noticed also that sometimes when I get knots, it's unsplit ends. And so that's something good, because maybe it's that knot where it tied over that split end, maybe it's keeping your hair from splitting on up. So just look for the good things, you know, the good things that God gives us in life. There, like somebody said, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Make lemonade. There's stuff to be positive about. You just look for the positive things, you know. Just like with the reversion I was just telling you about. It might seem negative, but take it and find out what's positive. Like, if your hair reverts back, be like, okay, is there anything I can do to use this and make a style with it? So just look for the positive things. And so I thank God, because I'm learning. I am learning with natural hair. You can see that I'm getting some length. And I'm grateful for that. Like, since I was little, I wanted to have long hair. And when I was in high school, that was when my hair got about the longest that it had been since, at least since I was older. And what I had done was I had worn braids for like 2 years straight. I would braid it off and on, and that's when my hair got longer, and it was like somewhere on my back. And so I wasn't doing a lot of combing because my hair was braided. And so I would take out the braids and braid it again. And so, but I thank God that now I'm learning, you know, you can do it with or without braids. If you learn how to protect your hair, if you learn how to take care of your hair. I don't always take the best care of my hair, but if you take those steps to take care of your hair, keep your hair moisturized. Like Long Hair Don't Care was saying, she said listen to your hair, but the point that I take from it that was good is that, like what she said is, if your hair is dry, in other words, moisturize it, you know, just pay attention to what's going on with your hair. If your hair is brittle, then deep condition it. If it's too soft, then wash it, you know, and take out if there's some product in it that's making it too soft, then, you know, go ahead and wash that out, and just pay attention to what's going on with your hair. If your ends are splitting, then you can do a search and destroy. If you choose to get them clipped. But don't clip them too often, because like I've just been learning from different people here and there that are giving tips on like how to retain length and stuff. And when you clip your hair, if you're constantly clipping it and your hair is growing, but then like when you're clipping it, you can't tell that it's growing because you're clipping what has been growing. So take some time and just try to take care of your ends. Focus on taking care of your ends more than you focus on clipping your ends, and just, you know, just things like that is mainly just, you know, paying attention to what your hair needs. Like she said, that was good advice, and it's so common sense. It's like, why did I think of that? You know, I get fooled by different things, and in a way, you know, in a way it can be true sometimes. But some products say, you know, make your hair grow, and I'm like, oh, I need that, or I want that, or whatever. But what it is learning what your hair needs, and what your hair needs is to be in a you know, healthy state. Does it feel healthy, or is it brittle? Does it feel dry? Does it need moisture? Does it need water? Does it need some grease? What is my hair needing? And then find out how the product is affecting your hair. Is this product really good for me? If it's not, then don't use it. And then try to use natural products, because again, your skin is the largest organ of your body, and what you put in your skin, it absorbs. And I show you videos, and I'm not using natural products a lot of times. Most of the time, try to use natural products if you can, to take care of your body, because you don't want to only take care of your hair, you want to take care of your body as well. And so try to do that, and you know, just pay attention to your hair. If you feel like you're getting your hair done somewhere and they aren't taking good care of your hair, then probably you should take care of your hair, you know, by yourself. Because you know, if you value your hair, then if somebody else that you're going to get it worked on is not valuing your hair as much, or if they're in a hurry, then that's not what's best for your hair. You need someone to take care of your hair, and maybe that person is just you.